Stats, I'm D, about to react to this video by Facts Junkie. This is 5 unbelievable gang initiation rituals. I was in a gang when I was like in middle school. This is embarrassing, but the gang I was in, it was called KBO. It was called Knocking Bitches Out. I'm so ashamed. And I didn't even fight anybody in this gang. I was in this gang for a very short period of time. I lived in Watts in LA. If you're familiar with the LA area, I grew up in like Jordan projects. And I was just around a lot of ratchet young ladies. And I just somehow got involved in this gang called Knocking Bitches Out. And we didn't knock no bitches out. Well, I didn't. I got out of the gang. I don't know what the rest of the little ratchets did, but this is a very embarrassing time in my life. That and when I was wearing colored contacts. I had some low moments. Anyway, these are 5 unbelievable gang initiation rituals. I don't know why, but I automatically thought of like some weird like gay shit, like sticking something in your ass or something like that. But I don't know. We're about to see what they're making them do. Let's watch.
Surely there are things that can drive a person to commit crimes. The throes of addiction, extreme poverty, and a feeling of hopelessness in life. People who join gangs, however, seem to be able to put aside their own moral compass and are willing to go through some horrendous initiations to be part of something bigger and more powerful than themselves. Here are 5 unbelievable gang initiation rituals. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get similar content every week. Number 5. Junkie Funky Kids.
Okay, I can't.
Lavender Hills, a region of Cape Town, South Africa, has the highest rate of violence and drugs in the world. Many people in the area live in extreme poverty. Besides the meth and other drugs, murders, rape, and alcoholism, there are several nasty gangs. One of those, the Junkie Funky Kids, is notorious for recruiting boys right out of high school. These boys are initiated into the gang through what is known as a beat-in. New recruits are forced to not only be beaten until they fall to the ground with feet and fists, but the second wave, or the gauntlet, consists of gang members picking up any weapon they can find to continue the beating. Clubs, planks, knives, and anything else lying around. Of those 13, 14, and 15-year-old boys who undergo this ordeal, most survive and are immediately given guns. If they make it to age 27, they are then labeled as gang veterans.
Oh, wow.
Number 4. Bloods. There are several gangs that go by the moniker Bloods, but we are going to focus on the United Blood Nation, or UBN. The United Blood Nation is a prison gang that was founded in the late 1990s by Omar Porty, also known as OG Mac. Omar grew up in the Bronx, New York, where he was arrested for the first time at age 16 for armed robbery. 5 years later, he was arrested for attempted murder and incarcerated at Rikers Island, New York. They are notorious for their involvement in such crimes as smuggling and selling drugs like crack cocaine, running drug mules into American prisons, and many other criminal activities.
What the fuck is he holding?
Omar felt that African Americans were poorly represented on the gang end of things, and so he founded the United Blood Nation to protect its members from other prison gangs such as the Latin Kings and the Nietas. Today, there are well over 15,000 members of the Bloods, and they are all initiated by blooding in, which means that they must cut or severely injure another inmate. Number 3. MS-13. Mara Salvatrucha 13 is a gang that reportedly began either in Los Angeles or El Salvador, but today has over 100,000 members in North America, from Guatemala and Honduras to the US and Canada. Members of MS-13 are involved in criminal activities that include drug smuggling and sales, carjackings and home invasions, drive-by shootings, contract killings, and homicide. To be initiated into MS-13, new members are asked to perform violent acts, especially on rival gang members. They also must take part in a beat-in to the point of unconsciousness if they are male. 5 current members are asked to beat the living hell out of male initiates, and if they live, they get to join the gang.
I thought that's like the initiation.
Well, there really isn't much to say about that. Female initiates are sexually assaulted and often gang raped by multiple gang members.
That is fucking
Number 2,
wild.
Chinese Triad. There are at least 4 operating triad gangs in the world. They are believed to have been based on Chinese secret formal societies prevalent in that country prior to 1949. Chinese triads are not as organized as the mafia, but they do have their hands in similar criminal activities such as money laundering, counterfeiting consumer goods like purses and watches, and other types of fraud. They have been implicated in drug smuggling, prostitution, and trafficking. Modern Chinese triads have spread all over the world, but their roots are in China and Hong Kong. They often initiate new members into their gangs by sacrificing an animal such as a chicken or a goat on an altar dedicated to Guan Yu. Guan Yu was a military general believed to be so good at killing enemies that he was quickly deified with cult status after his death about 220 AD. He is believed to symbolize bravery and loyalty, which are the second and third parts of the gang's initiation rite. New members must not only recite a long list of poetic oaths, but must also drink a cup of other members and the chosen sacrificial animal's blood mixed in with their own plasma. Number 1. Knights Templar Cartel. The Knights Templar Cartel, or Guard of Mexico, Los Caballeros Templarios, was founded in March 2011 by the remaining members of another defunct Mexican gang known as La Familia Michoacana.
La Familia.
It is allegedly based on the Knights Templar order from the Middle Ages and has its own code. That code was printed in a little book that was published for members, wannabe members, and the uninitiated public alike. There is a modern chapter of the Knights Templar Order in Mexico that is outraged by the gang's BS propaganda. The Knights Templar cartel claims that their code instructs them not to do drugs or kill, and to respect women and help the poor. Leaders of the cartel have been known to drug test their members to prove how serious they are. Of course, that all flies in the face of reality, and the cartel is known as vigilante killers, also involved in racketeering, assaults, attacking police, and oddly, organ trafficking. In order to become a member of this gang, initiates are expected to take part in a ceremony that involves eating a child's heart. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video on social media. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe.
That is disturbing as fuck. I was very, very distracted by these visuals. They have some funny ones on here. And that one dude had a picture of Jesus tatted on his back. That was the worst picture of Jesus I've ever seen in my life. Like, just go back and look at that. Or I'm sure you already saw it. Like, I was just taken aback. These visuals were a mess. And that white man who was just like getting robbed, like, they need some other visuals. But I mean, these were some interesting rituals for, you know, getting into a gang. A lot of these I pretty much knew for the most part. I mean, it's like you see it on movies and shit, you know, they talk about it. But yeah, stay out of gangs, kids. You don't need to join a gang to feel like you're being accepted. Like, don't worry about being accepted by nobody. Be accepted by yourself, okay? Go deep within and accept yourself, okay? Don't worry about other people accepting you, because this is not worth it. Eating niggas' hearts and shit, that's not cool. But this was an interesting video. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!